Hey friends, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're going over distributed property. First things first, to distribute means to share. So for example, if I had a whole box of chips and I was going to distribute them to each classroom or to each student. So with that in mind, let's do our first problem. Before we go into actually solving the problem, I want to explain a couple things. This outside number is the number we're going to distribute with the numbers in the parentheses. Now, the number and the numbers within the parentheses are connected by multiplication because they're right next to each other. Distributive property has multiplication and addition. That's our first clue to how this is different from associative property, where you also see parentheses, but they're either all addition or all multiplication, meaning the grouping can change. With distributive property, you see parentheses, but you also see two different operations, multiplication and addition. So our first step is we're going to distribute the love with each number inside, so that 2 times 7. Distribute the love and then prove it, so we're going to have 2 times 7. And then we can't leave the other number out, so we're going to distribute the love to the next number and then prove it. 2 times 4. And then these numbers are connected with addition, so we have to make sure that we add the addition symbol in. Now we're going to solve. 7 times 2 is 14. Bring down that plus sign. And then 2 times 4 is 8. And then when we add those together, we get 22. So this answer is 22. Now you can see a similar problem, but with a variable. Let me show you what that looks like. So for our next problem, we have 8 times x plus 3. Now remember, this 8 is connected to these two through multiplication. So we're going to distribute the love 8 times x, and you have to prove it by putting them together. And then distribute the love 8 to the 3 and prove it. 8 times 3. And don't forget that middle operation, because that's what shares them here. So for all these problems, you are multiplying the outside number with the numbers inside, and then you're combining them with whatever the middle operation is. This is addition, so therefore we are adding them. Now let's go ahead and simplify to solve. So 8 times x is just going to be 8x. 8 times 3 is going to be 24. And then don't forget to bring down that operation. We are adding. Now, this is where we stop because I do not know what x is, so this is as far as we can go. So with this lesson, you're also going to see factoring expressions. All that means is you're going to break these down and create a problem that shows distributive property. To do that, we're going to focus on that word factor. Factor means we are splitting things up. So I'm going to find my factors in 9 and my factors in 21. Now the quick, easy way I like to think about it is I'm looking for a number that they both have in common. That's going to be my number on the outside that shares the love with the other numbers that go inside. So to do that, what's one way I can get 9? I can do 3 times 3. Those also can't be simplified any farther, so that's a good clue that I'm going to stick with those numbers. Now for 21, I want to try to use one of these numbers because again, I want to find a number that they have in common. So I'm going to do 3 and 7. And I also can't break those down anymore, so that's a good clue. Now, they both have 3, so that 3 is going to be my number on the outside that gets to share the love with the two numbers that are left. And those are shared with addition. So I'm going to do my parenthesis, and then I include my other numbers, 3 and 7, and those are connected with addition. Because again, distributive property needs both. It needs two operations. And now you have your distributive property equation. Let's do one more. So again, we are going to factor the expression. Factor means splitting up. To find the greatest common factor. To get 80, I can do 8 times 10. And again, I'm going to want to find a number that is in common. So even though I can break these up, I see this 8, and I know that I can also multiply 8 by 7 to get 56. Now, these are what's in common. So that 8 is going to go on the outside with my distributive property parentheses inside that include these other numbers, 10 and 7, that are connected with that addition symbol. There is my distributive property expression. Alrighty, so there's your mini lesson on distributive property. If you like this video or found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.